Okay, welcome back everybody to the part 3 of our series of advanced ChatGPT tutorials. In the part 3 of this tutorial, we are working on a large file sender, and the place we stopped at last time was at a point where we could submit the files to the remote server and get a downloadable link to that URL. Now, just to give a quick recap, here is what we're going to do. We're going to see if our utility that we created last time still runs, or did I mess up something. So we're going to go to the downloads and we're going to submit our CSV file, upload. Oh, it's pretty fast enough, right? So we're going to have a file uploaded successfully here. If we click on the URL, it tells us that we have, if you look at the very bottom, you're going to see the full URL of the downloadable file. However, I do see a problem here, a slight problem. If you notice at the bottom that the downloadable link actually is giving the original file name. So it's going to be an interesting scenario, which I don't think will allow me to download the file anyway. So if I click on the link here, so let's see what happens. See, it just downloads, it just says that couldn't download, no file. So that means that, and rightfully so, reason that on our remote location, we do have that file in a very different manner. We do have a file with a different file name. We uploaded the file names just through the script, through the PHP script, and we changed their final file names. So I have to modify the file in a way that, see, all these files are available in the remote server. So we have to just upload their files again in that case. So we're gonna take this pause here, and then we're gonna come back then again. Okay, so now we're going to try to fix our PHP script to give us back the file response or the server response for the correct file name which has been uploaded onto the remote location. So we're gonna go to Sublime Editor. We are already at the upload.php script here. So we're gonna copy the script. Select all, copy, and we're going to bring up the ChatGPT. So here we're going to put the full code here, and we're going to ask it to give us the final file name, modify the above code to give final file name at the remote location to end the final response, or modify the above code to give final file name at the remote location and the response, and the server response, right? So we do have a server response here. So we're going to check out what is the server response anyway. So the JSON encode response here is this is the file, right? So we have to change that variable to give us the final file name. Probably that's going to be a better way to do it. So we're going to go back to our code, and we're going to tell it that modify the above code so that response file name has the final name of the uploaded file at the remote location. So let's see what it comes up with. I just hit this this kind of output by ChatGPT, and I'm really not sure how I can fix it, how I can ensure that ChatGPT produces code windows for me, but still, it's writing something, and you're gonna see how it works. So it's giving us the time name, timestamp, or maybe what we can do here is that we can use the timestamp underscore name dot file extension as the final file name. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, it has done the same thing, right? So response to file name is equal to timestamp underscore name. So we're going to copy it. Everything is okay. Try to upload the file, and target file is this. I hope that it has not changed the code. The rest of the code, we're going to go back and see if it has done that really. No, it hasn't. So looks tidy. So we are going to replace that line and see if that works now. See, it's more intelligent than I thought about it. So it's giving us the right code. That's what I thought that we should be doing while I was going through the code that it was producing, and it's exactly what it did. So I'm going to clear the form here. Choose the file again. So it's going to open the downloads folder for me to upload a file. I'm going to try to upload the CSV file again, which is going to be a good use case because we already have a ton of CSV files over there. So it's going to upload. Let's see what it has. Oh, okay. So it has the new flashy CSV name. We're going to click on the file. And ta-da, we have our file. This is perfect. This is working great. So we have it here, and this part of the job is done at this point. Okay, cool. Now we will take a little break, 5 minutes break for me to think through as what I have to tell ChatGPT to do from here. So we're gonna wait. Yeah, we're gonna just take about 5 minutes break, and then we're gonna get back to it. So I'll be back. Stay with me. Okay, so welcome back again. Just a quick one. I just took a quick about 5 minutes pause and just think through the next steps that I have to perform in this while building this large file sender. So I thought it would be good to now add a progress bar. So at this point, because I'm uploading to local host, which means a development server that I have on my machine, and the files are pretty small, so that's why the user experience is fine. It's not being it's not really being that bumpy in the sense that okay, so these are small files and these are being uploaded to the remote location in a very quick way. So the user does not have to wait, but imagine that if user actually has to upload like maybe 500 MB, maybe one or 2 GB, then what happens? We probably have to introduce a progress bar at this point. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to select our JavaScript file here, and we are going to go back. And really apologies for these bikers at the back end if you are hearing these noises, because so that's the worst case scenario about live demo and at a place like I am. So okay, we are going to copy it, and we are going to go back to ChatGPT and tell it to add a progress bar to the above code. So we are going to have a progress bar here. There we go. We have the nice window, nice code window. Okay. Hmm. It's giving me person complete, ready state, this. Okay, I think what it did was that it added small function here. This function is xhr.upload.onProgress is equal to event, which gives a constant person to complete progress bar.style.width. Yeah, it's at least giving something. Okay, so it also gave the HTML for this. Cool. And some styles as well. Nice. Alrighty. Okay. So we are going to, my plan was to actually, have this progress bar in some kind of bootstrap styling, but still, for the sake of working, we're going to check if that's that's fine or not, if that's still acceptable. So we are going to copy the small code. Your button is still there. Let's just send is still there. Just for the sake of not screwing up our previous code, we are going to open another file. We are going to copy this one. And we're going to save it as, excuse me, we're going to save it as uploader-3.js just to ensure that, yeah, just to ensure that we do not mess up anything, of course. So bear with me. Come on, don't go dying on me. So uploader-3.js, we're going to keep it like that. That's good stuff. All right. Now, I think what it did was, so it added this small thing here on line 18 and 21. So we're going to copy that and we are going to put that after, oh, which one is that? We're going to put that after this point here. So that should work. Now, that window it opened accidentally. Yeah. Okay, so it should be able to produce those, what was that? So uploaded 3.js. I'm sorry, I got lost for a minute. So we're going to open upload 2.js and see if it works. My computer is getting over slow today. All right, back to our uploader 2.js. Progress bar.style.width is present complete. Okay, yeah. Now we're going to go to upload.html and see what ChatGPT gave us in for the HTML file. Scrolling down to the code. So now, of course, PHP. So we're going to copy the div here, the div, and Save ID status. Okay. Oops. Put it here. Looks fine. Now we're going to add some styling here. So let's check this. The style is going to be CSS. So we copy that, we put that in the header section right here. And so there we have it. And yeah, it should work actually. So I'll be back in a sec. Okay, so what I did was I added the progress bar. I asked ChatGPT to actually give me the code for the progress bar and give me the relevant styling. So it produced CSS styles and it produced the HTML code and it produced the JavaScript code. So for now, we might not be able to track it because the file uploads are happening pretty fast, but we will continue towards building the rest of the CSS and HTML styling for this page so that it should look a bit prettier. And then we will add more functionality to it. So coming back to ChatGPT, we're going to come here and we're going to ask it to actually add bootstrap styling. We're going to copy it. We're going to go back to ChatGPT and we're going to paste it here. And we're going to ask it to add bootstrap CSS to above HTML code and also add bootstrap CSS file. I'll tell it to add bootstrap styles here. And also add bootstrap CSS file to the, I already set it to it. CSS file to HTML code and also add bootstrap CSS file from the CDN. Right. Okay. Let's see. The boring transcription. Yeah. Boring transcript of the code, in fact. Well, I did add the style sheet for the bootstrap. So let's see. Yeah, I hope that it's going to complete this and does not fall apart. But I think it did not fall apart. That's what I don't like about this part of this kind of code output. Anyway, we are going to proceed with this link rel this. And yeah, we're going to add it to the top of the header section. Okay. Or alternatively, if you don't really understand how this thing is actually working, so then you probably can copy the whole code, and at that point you can just put that in your editor, and it's just going to work fine. So in the body, what it did was it added a few styles. So I'm not going to go to the Sublime editor and just change those styles one by one. So I'm going to select the body tags that I have here, and I'm going to replace them. I'm doing that cautiously because errors can happen. So let's see how ugly or beautiful our form looks like now. Oh, yeah, well, it looks better. In fact, the elements look better, but the styling is a bit awkward. Okay, let's see anyway. See if something happens at this point. The row CSV is uploaded. Yeah, pretty fast. The download bar didn't work yet because we changed the styles. So we're going to take care of that later. Okay, so yeah, and another step, or next step, what we're going to do is we're going to add a header, add a title to the page. Add a title to the page. With the following text. Experimental, or maybe large file sender built by AI, right? I'm going to press enter. So just a little change here. It added a title here. My prompt was wrong actually. So it did give a page title. Oh no, it's smart enough. Yeah, that's the good part about this code system that we have. ChatGPT is awesome. So it has also added an H1 tag here in the body, and it's going to do the same. It's going to just do the same what I was thinking. I was thinking to do. We go back here. So the title is now changed. Let's save it, and we're going to come back to ChatGPT. And we're going to copy the H1 tag here. And we are going to put that in the body section. So it has to be where? It has to be right under the body tag. So right under the body tag means that, ooh, did I miss the body tag here? I did. Yeah, that's the worst case scenario. Okay, cool. So I added the body tag and then I added an H1 class here. I'm going to refresh. That's why I was wondering. Okay, so it looks better. Yeah. Another try to make sure that everything is working properly. Another upload of the same CSV file. File uploaded successfully. Cool. Okay. So yeah. Now let's actually go back to ChatGPT and in one attempt, try to make our progress bar working. The progress bar in above code is not working. Please fix the code so that progress bar should show me the right progress indication about the upload. Okay, not one of the greatest of the prompts, but I'm still going to go ahead with that. I think it's fairly intelligent. Right to JavaScript again. So all the stuff in the JavaScript. Let's see what it does. This is the stuff that changed, like percent is equal to this, the progress bar style dot width is equal to percent plus this. It should really not be a problem. It should be working. Upload failed, response message. Upload failed, okay. So far, so good. On progress event of the XHR upload object is used to update the width. Yeah, maybe it's supposed to do that. Maybe it's not about JavaScript. Maybe the JavaScript is not right. So yeah, maybe we are going to go back to the product.dash2.js and we're going to upload. We're going to copy and paste the code from ChatGPT. So that's what we're gonna do. Yeah, on progress. I don't think much has changed here, right? So it's total 34 lines of code. And first I'm going to put that in our upload-3.js. Remove it. No. Or maybe yes, or maybe no. Okay. No harm in trying it. I think the code is okay. So we are going to do that here. Save it. And we're going to rerun the code. See, I think this is the problem with the styles, not with the JavaScript. So I'm going to replace this progress bar with Bootstrap progress bar. So yeah, that'll be probably a way to fix it. Yeah. And if we download it, it works flawlessly. Okay, cool. Okay, everything is working good so far, at least for the, apart from the progress bar. The progress bar is broken. So we are going to go back to ChatGPT and tell it to fix the progress bar again. So modify the HTML to fix the progress bar. That's what I'm going to say to it. But before I can think of that as what I need to write, I'll take a 5 minutes pause and I'm going to get back with you guys. So yeah, I'm going to work on changing the style of the progress bar. Maybe that's the problem. So I'm going to go back here and I'm going to ask it to modify, or maybe copy the code first and then ask it to change this HTML, change this HTML, modify the code to use the bootstrap progress bar element. Let's see what it says. What it spills out this time. Oh, just produced an error. Yeah, let's refresh that. Still have everything preserved. Thanks for the context management of ChatGPT. So we are going to work on that again, unfortunately. Took a while to download. Yeah, slow or not? Not sure. Okay. Open the code again. modify the code to use progress bar from the bootstrap CSS. Bootstrap CSS. Okay. That's that chat. I don't like this. I don't like this response. Let's see. Okay, come on. Give us the right code, please. I've noticed that sometimes when it is producing code like this, so it breaks in the middle and it cannot finish it. Though it has that tendency to break in that at that very point also, but not. This happens more often. Okay, so we know that we have this div class here, which is responsible for producing the progress bar. So we're gonna copy it. At this point, we really do not need the other divs, which are this divs with class progress and class progress bar. Okay. So we're gonna go back to our code, div ID progress bar here, progress empty. It in fact gave me this, right? So I'm going to copy the code again. Style width is 0%. Okay, so it's managing the style here somehow. Good stuff. And yeah, maybe if I remove it, then what happens? Because we're not using those styles anymore. So I'm going to just save it and run it again. Okay, so now it's giving us the full length progress bar. We are not controlling the width. So we are going to copy files again, upload them. Yeah, so, well, the progress bar is adjusted properly, but it's still not working. So, folks, we're going to take a break here just to avoid the length of this tutorial. And I believe that I'll continue in one more episode where I'll continue to beautify the form and have this progress bar working, and then add a couple more features, which include the Dropbox integration plus the Google Drive integration. So if everything goes well, so we are going to end up in the next video with Google Drive and Dropbox integration. It's not only going to give you some fascinating chats and prompts with ChatGPT, but also going to give you live working code for the file sender. So once this whole episode and exercise is done, in fact, once this whole series is done, so I'm going to upload the code for the large file sender in the descriptions. So probably at that point, you'll be able to download it and experiment with that code. Maybe have your own ideas and integrate and get these things ready. That's it for now from my side. Thank you very much for watching, and I apologize for the small breaks and the background noises, just because the fact that it's a live demo and in my part of the world it keeps on happening. So hoping to meet you again. You take good care of yourselves and have a great rest of your time, and we'll catch up later.